Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cubbies aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Jack Flaherty will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for the Cubs, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 14.
And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. It's hot, but not too hot this afternoon, and even 90 degrees here at first pitch. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Molina gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Bryant is retired, and there's one away. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
That is third, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Rizzo leads off first with 1 away. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And rare Rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Kyle Schwarber, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. In his career versus this pitcher, he's got 5 base hits in 21 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 9 times. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And it's fouled away. Oh, and 2. Here it is. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1-check swing holding up.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. It's the Cubs nothing. Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jose Quintana gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, if you're looking for Achilles heel from this pitcher, this jumps right out at you. Right-handed batters are hitting over 300 on the season against this guy. That's something he's going to have to improve on if he expects to pitch well in this one.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Stepping in now, Jairo Munoz, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The average coming in, 257, 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Hit weekly back to the mound. Kipnis, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Runners on first with 1 down. On the ground is short. This could be 2 to second for 1 on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. He'll get us started in the top of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch on 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the right fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now at the plate, Ian Happ. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark.
Happ.
First pitch on its way. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And he fouls this one off. Base is empty here with nobody out. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Back goes Thomas. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The pitch.
Stepping up now, Jose Quintana. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Here's the pitch. This one's down to third. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Now the 1-0.
Nope.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Now the 2-0 home. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. Left fielder looking up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Now the pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll go to the bottom half. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Nope.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
So now to the plate, Tommy Edman. Hayward on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. First pitch of the at-bat. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Quintana has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total, and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. The Cubs lead this one 3-0. And that brings up Javi Baez. First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Kyle Schwarber waits on deck. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 0-1 delivery. Called strike 0-2. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there. 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Count 1-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
1-1. Baez breaks from first. Pitch outside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you sometimes you're just going to have games that get away from you. He's been struggling all outing long, and that wild pitch puts a little salt into the wound. He just hasn't had it in this one.
1 out and a runner on third. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Here's Jason Hayward now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the 0-1. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
Here's the 0-2.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
This one's smoked the other way. High and deep to left. And that is off the wall. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
The center fielder.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. No balls and 1 strike. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. A 1-1.
That's in. Ball 2.
And here he is in the 3rd inning. Trouble again. He's just not able to find that comfort zone out there.
Now the 2-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Standing in, Lane Thomas, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike 1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Happ is right there, 1 down. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. Set to get his day started, Harrison Bader, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball, 2 down.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate now, Jack Flaherty. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. New inning set to get underway, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Ready with another 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Molina has it, and he makes the throw to first. Kipnis is retired, and there's 1 away. Stepping in, Jose Quintana. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Just missing here, 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Outside, 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Heading out towards shallow right. Bader in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. Genesis Cabrera answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 92, Genesis Cabrera.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
1-0 the count. Line towards center field. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks 2nd on the team in that category. Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Inside with the breaking ball. 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They lead it 4-0. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Hit down the line at first. A ball and 2 strikes.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Standing in now, Jairo Munoz. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. And he falls behind 0-2. Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
When you take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Into the box now, Tommy Edman, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Quintana sets. Here's the 0-1. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
The catcher, number 4,
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Molina is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. We played 4. It's now a 4-1 game. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Javier Baez. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Down and away, ball 1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Thomas has it for route number 1. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Steven Souza will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and no strikes. That average at 291 to start the day. 13 home runs and 31 RBIs. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Curveball grounded towards second. Wong has it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Liner towards second. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So they get a 2-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And you can see there, they're just 1 place off the top spot in the NL in that category. Into the box, Jason Hayward, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. As a look, now the pitch. Softly hit out to short. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that's your set it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
On the ground to the left side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Cardinals 1. Steven Souza remains in the game, batting 9th and manning left field. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's 1 down now. At the plate, Harrison Bader. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
The 2-0 on the way. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Popped him up. Rizzo waits on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The batter.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Paul DeYoung will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. Reined in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first as that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it 4-1. John Gant will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
53, John Gant.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the 2nd baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Jason Kipnis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. And he takes this one high, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, outside.
Strike taken up in the zone.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Sixth inning. 4-1 is our score. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Quintana is retired. 2 down now. Chris Bryant will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. His second home run of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Digging in once again, Anthony Rizzo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Wong is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Cardinals 1. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Colton Wong.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get...
Slide and a stop by Baez. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Standing in, Jairo Munoz. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. Foul. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Line to the right side. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Pitch outside, the throw, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Into the box now, Matt
baseman,
Carpenter,
number
0 for 2
13.
for him to this point.
Matt
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 0-2 delivery. Fouled away. Quintana sets. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Stepping into the box, Javier Baez. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Javier Baez.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
High and deep to left center field. Back goes Thomas to the track, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
To the plate now, Steven Souza. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 home. Splits the zone in half, but somehow missed for a strike. Two and 1 now to Steven Souza. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. The 3-2 pitch. Popped up. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away. Striding into the box, Wilson Contreras. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Digging in, Jason Hayward. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First pitch on its way.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Cubs strand a couple. They're up 5-1. Stepping in, Tommy Edman. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Pitch is popped up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. So the leadoff man retired here. That'll bring up Yadier Molina. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And here's a ball hit in the air. After it is Souza. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
2-2 to the Cardinals catcher. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
At the plate, Lane Thomas. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Here's the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down here 5-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ryan Helsley will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Brad Miller is into the ballgame as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. No balls and a strike to count.
Number 15.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
The pitcher,
so here now's the pitcher, Jose Quintana. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now. Chris Bryant will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead this one, though, 5-1. So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Stepping in now, Brad Miller. And he fouls this one off. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 5 homers and 15 RBIs. And that misses 1-1. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
I got 2-1 to count.
To 2-2 now.
2 balls.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now back. The second
Quintana gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys trying.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here for Colton Wong. 4th home run for him on the season, and it's now a 5-2 game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matty B, you know what, D-Roll, there's an old saying when the temperatures start to heat up, so do the bats, and that's what we saw in this one.
Yeah, Dan, without question. When the weather heats up, there's nothing better than putting on a uni and getting after it. Maybe you got a little 5 o'clock shadow working, haven't shaved in a couple days, and you're trying to go bridge. And that's exactly what these teams did today.
Oh, and he snags it out of midair, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Cardinals thanks to this man, Colton Wong. 9th inning coming up. It's now 5-2. Striding in, Anthony Rizzo. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Number 44.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. One and 1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. And now a pitch on the way. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And into bat next, the versatile weapon, Javier Baez. He's set. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Standing in now, Steven Souza, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And he got him.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
In now, Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Look out, 2-0 now.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
I'm no pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high, ball 3. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
So standing in, Jason Hayward. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Craig Kimbrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 46, Craig.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. The 1-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Kipnis ranging to his right. And there's 1 gone to start the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
At the plate now, Tommy Edman fouled away. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Kimbrell's ready. Here it is on 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
5-2 the final today. Chicago get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Jose Quintana earns his 5th winner of the year. Jack Flaherty couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. Craig Kimbrell earns the save out of the bullpen, his 17th on the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the Victoria